Kelly McGillis once said that life is a journey and it's about growing and changing and coming to terms with who and what you are and loving who and what you are. I thought I knew who I was before coming to London. Coming to London to study abroad alone seemed like a great idea for a second, but then I gave some thought to what I was getting myself into. Would I find people who had the same interests and hobbies as me? Would anyone want to be friends with me? I realized who I was through my personal identity and wanted to believe that there would be someone like me on this trip that I could relate to on any level. The group of friends I have made on this trip is definitely a mixed group that probably would not have associated with one another outside of this experience. We are such a different group of people that we would have never crossed paths at our home universities. We all have our own identities that we came into this experience with, but what if we had all shaped ourselves into a different identity, trying to find ourselves within this city that we had called home within these last 6 weeks? Being exposed to different experiences can be intimidating, and I believe that all of us are very strong and independent for taking this leap into a new culture and environment. The culture shock could be intense, but we have shaped ourselves to learn and move with it all. We could have identified as someone who was in tune with the American lifestyle and lived as an American in Britain the entire time we were here, but we have since seen ourselves acclimating to British life and becoming more in tune with how the Brits live. We could have also had a very one-track mind, but now we see things in a new sense, becoming globally engaged and aware. Most of us have something within ourselves that connects us with other people, whether that be a movie, TV, or book series, food, a shared value, personality trait, love for traveling, or even our favorite color. We are all connected by something. Just because we are of different ethnicities and upbringings does not mean that we are all different. We identify as ourselves, but also as a collective group. We tried not to create an in-group and out-group within our friend group itself, as we are all in the same situation of trying to find ourselves in this world. We invited anyone that wanted to adventure with us on this crazy 6-week period into our group, all finding something to bond over. Being so far from home and away from everything we knew led us to cling to each other, which ended up being one of the best decisions of any of our lives. We have all found a piece of home within one another, and that is the true meaning of friendship. I think that within this experience, I have found who I truly am. I have been shaped by my experiences with my new friends, as we have all brought something new to the table that none of us had known about before. Whether that's something we learned at our university, living in our states at home, or even just a bit of life advice that none of us had actually thought about, we had all figured something out that was new to us. I am so grateful for these lifelong friends who have taught me so much about what it means to be an open person. I will cherish these friendships forever and bring back the knowledge and experiences I have gained from them to my home university, encouraging everyone to study abroad and find their identity and find their group.